we can blast according to our freedom of speech, but then we will lose the goodwill, the opportunity to preach goodwill, which is the hallmarks of all religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, Christianity, Islam, or even no religion. Every person, their underlying inner self is peace, to seek for peace. In Jerusalem, the city of peace, when Muslims were taking care of their place, they followed the way of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing upon him, to not only allow but protect all other co-religionists, minorities, even though they are how minor, they are protected. Okay? Because the Quran has put La ikraha fid din, katabaina rushdu minal ghayy. There's no compulsion in the faith. When light comes, darkness will go. So, well, there is nothing to be achieved to talk bad of anybody. I'm not talking bad of Dr. Maza. I like him a lot. He has a lot of knowledge. But it's just the way he put himself down. He's not putting other people down. When you talk like that against another person, ridiculing their practice, you're putting yourself down. If MP Jelutong say anything that try to put you down, the MP is putting himself down, because we human beings, though quiet, can judge and see for ourselves your character, your behavior, your akhlak. So if you misbehave, if you talk badly, it reflects your heart. That in your heart there is no intention of good. Whatever good you speak about is just words. Or whatever good you do is not acceptable that you say something that bad. That's why I speak out. I'm not trying to be a hero, but that is too much. Dr. Maza always made such mistakes. That's why I give him the final advice. He can take it, which is, or he refuse it, which is to resign as a mufti and go into politics. I believe police people, a lot of Muslims will support him to be in parliament. Then he can advise the other MPs, or even challenge the MP of Jelutong on the rights or the position of Zakir Naik. I know the problem or issues or controversy surrounding this Dr. Zakir Naik. And by extension, the Muslim-Hindu conflict over India has been happening for centuries. The partition or separation of Pakistan from India after independence was the most tragic human history. Millions perish. Yeah. So I know about that history. It's very unfortunate that they are from the same ethnic group, and the largest ethnic group throughout history. The Muslims of Indian ethnicity are the highest in the world. It's about nearly 500 million. The Malays ethnic group is 300 million, including Indonesia. The inflammatory condition in nature of history and human emotion can be easily triggered by irresponsible statements. So the statement by Dr. Maza is, to me, dangerous and uncalled for, and there's a better way to tackle it. We are free to smack anybody, but it only shows our own weakness. It's more wiser to take some time to think of a proper answer. That's why we admire Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. He was cursed by the sastrawan Shannon Ahmad with a book that called him shit and PUKI at Mark. And Dr. Mahathir kept quiet. Even though because we believe he did the right thing, during the 98 crisis, and in asking Anwar to leave for only serving his own interests. So imagine doing the right thing, being a father of the country, and then call such a vulgar name, and he can control his emotion. He never showed anger. He never got triggered. And he picked the right time to address Shannon Ahmad. He said, I didn't call your mother any name. You shouldn't call mine. Because it's nothing to do with the mother. So why involve our mothers or fathers or children or people? It's between us. And we have to be objective. Don't equate with that person. I did not say Dr. Maza is bad. I'm just saying his statement is bad. And he should conduct himself in the right arena, in parliament. And I believe he will win. I will support him. I will campaign for him to win. Anyway, thank you for your statement. I understand what you mean. But do you notice there are certain type of people, he doesn't care which type, which ethnic group, but within us, even among Malays, Chinese, Indians, or East Malaysian or outsiders, the majority are not like that. They are wiser. They have, a better outlook, and they know how to conduct themselves. It's just that it's unfortunate sometimes people who have bad character get into good positions. Yeah, but still, I will campaign for Dr. Maza, no problem. I keep my promise. I will campaign for him. I want to see him in parliament and face other people, and face in open debate. Because that is the legal avenue, and it happens very often. And you get televised, and you get airtime. Yeah, and but you see the problem with Dr. Maza and the other Sunnis, the majority of Muslims here are Sunnis, and he has a branch of Sunnism that is called Wahhabi, which is to me better in their argument and their philosophy, but they conduct themselves so poorly that people hated them for it. You can be better, you can be smarter, but you have bad ways and method of communicating that you lose followers. So I'm a great a supporter of the arguments, their philosophy, but I'm no longer supporting them because it turns you off when you listen to these people just interested in winning the argument, winning the battle but losing the war. They just want to smack people down. They want to gotcha, and Islam doesn't teach that. That's the issue. That is the bad picture they're giving to others. So my advice is to both sides, to any side, you should study about the other side's religion or faith and find things that are common, that not only you mean of agreeing on, but you can expand and discuss the philosophy further, because nobody is an island. Nobody can claim they know everything. And a good person will enjoy continuous learning, continuous knowledge, continuous sharing. I think he'll be a better and happy person. Peace. Assalamualaikum.